Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt unsteady on your feet? Maybe you've tripped over something small, or worse, over nothing at all. If you're over 60, listen carefully. Falls are one of the biggest dangers seniors face. And I don't mean just a little stumble. A bad fall can send you to the hospital, change your life, and even take away your independence. But here's the good news. Falls don't happen out of nowhere. Your body warns you long before a fall happens. The problem? Most people don't know what to look for until it's too late. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 8 clear warning signs that show you're at high risk of falling. And stick around until the end, because I'll also share a simple at-home test you can do right now to check your balance. Let's get started. Now, before we get into the list, let's talk about why this matters. Did you know that 1 in 4 seniors falls every year? And here's the scary part. Once you fall once, your chances of falling again double. Falls aren't just about bruises and scrapes. They can lead to fractures, broken bones, head injuries, and even long-term disability. Many seniors never fully recover from a bad fall. But here's the thing. Most falls are preventable. That's why knowing these 8 warning signs is so important. If you catch them early, you can take steps to protect yourself and stay independent for years to come. So let's dive in. Sign number 1. You hold onto furniture or walls when walking. Let me ask you something. Have you ever caught yourself reaching for a chair, a table, or even the wall just to keep your balance? Maybe you don't even think about it, but your hand just naturally grabs onto something as you walk. It might seem like nothing, just a habit, right? But I need you to pay attention to this, because this small habit is actually a huge warning sign that your balance isn't what it used to be. Now think about this for a second. What if that chair moves? What if the table isn't as sturdy as you thought? What if you're outside, where there's nothing to grab onto? That's how serious falls happen, and let me tell you, one bad fall can change everything: your mobility, your independence, even your confidence to do the things you love. The truth is, your body is warning you long before a fall happens. If you're constantly holding onto furniture while walking, it means your muscles, your coordination, or even your inner ear, the part of your body that controls balance, aren't working the way they should. The problem is, most people ignore the warning signs until it's too late. And here's something most people don't realize. Your balance can actually get better. You don't have to accept feeling unsteady as just a part of aging. Your body is capable of retraining itself, of getting stronger, of regaining stability. But first, you have to recognize the problem. So here's what I want you to do. The next time you walk through your house, pay attention. Do you automatically reach for something? Do you feel like you need a little extra support, even on flat ground? If you do, that's your sign. Don't ignore it. Don't wait until a fall happens. Start making small changes now, because staying steady on your feet isn't just about avoiding accidents. It's about keeping your freedom, your confidence, and your ability to move through life without fear. Sign number 2. You struggle to get up from a chair or bed. Pay attention to how you stand up. Do you have to push off with your hands? Do you feel a little wobbly when you first get to your feet? If you do, that's not just aging, it's a warning sign. See, when your legs are strong, you don't think twice about standing up. You just do it. But when your muscles start to weaken, you notice it. It takes more effort. You find yourself using your arms to help. Maybe you rock back and forth a little before you finally push yourself up. And once you do stand, you might need a second to steady yourself before you start moving. Now, I need you to really think about this. If standing up from a chair is already feeling difficult, what happens when you stumble? What happens if you need to react quickly to catch yourself? If your legs aren't strong enough to lift you smoothly, are they strong enough to keep you from falling? And let's be honest, Have you ever stood up too fast and felt like you were about to tip over? Maybe you had to grab onto something just to stay steady. That moment of dizziness or hesitation. That's dangerous, because all it takes is 1 second of feeling off balance, 1 second of weakness, and down you go. And here's the thing. This doesn't happen overnight. It starts small. Maybe at first, you just use your hands for a little extra push. Maybe you feel a little unsteady only sometimes. But slowly, those sometimes turn into all the time. And before you know it, you're struggling with movements that used to be effortless. But here's the good news, you can do something about it. Weak muscles aren't permanent. Your legs can get stronger, your balance can improve, and standing up can feel easy again. But you have to take action before a fall forces you to. So, here's what I want you to do. The next time you stand up, really pay attention. Are your legs doing the work, or are your arms pushing you up? Do you feel steady the moment you're on your feet, or do you need a second to catch yourself? If you struggle, don't ignore it. Sign number 3. You've had a near fall recently. Even if you didn't hit the ground, a near fall is your body's way of warning you. Maybe you tripped but caught yourself just in time. Maybe your foot slipped and you had to grab onto something. Maybe you felt your legs give out for just a second. Whatever it was, that moment wasn't random. Your body is telling you something, and if you ignore it, the next time, you might not be so lucky. Think back to the last time it happened. What caused it? Was it a misstep? A moment of dizziness? Did your foot drag on the floor? These things don't just happen out of nowhere. They are early warning signs. And here's the part most people don't realize. Once you've had one near fall, your risk of an actual fall goes way up. It starts with the occasional stumble. Then, suddenly, you're holding onto furniture more, hesitating before stepping off a curb, avoiding certain movements because deep down you know you don't feel as steady as you used to. And that hesitation, that's fear creeping in. Once you start second-guessing your movements, you change the way you walk, the way you move, the way you live. And that's dangerous. Because when you hesitate, your reaction time slows. And when your reaction time slows, your body can't catch itself fast enough. That's when small stumbles turn into real falls. Now, be honest. Have you ever had a near fall and then quickly looked around to see if anyone noticed? Maybe you laughed it off, shook your head, and thought, that was close. But deep down, you felt it. That moment of panic where you realized this could have gone really bad. That's your wake-up call. That's the moment to take action, not later, right now. Because let me tell you something, hope is not a strategy when it comes to preventing falls. So here's what I want you to do. Think back to your last near fall. What happened? What did it feel like? Don't brush it off. That wasn't just a lucky save, that was your body giving you a warning. Listen to it. Strengthen your balance, pay attention to your movements, and take action now. Because preventing a fall is always easier than recovering from one. Sign number 4. You feel dizzy or lightheaded. Sometimes. Do you ever stand up and suddenly feel lightheaded, like the room is spinning? Maybe it only lasts a second or two, but in that moment, you feel completely off balance, like your body isn't in control. That split second is all it takes for a fall to happen. And here's the thing, most people don't realize how dangerous it is until they're already on the ground. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, I just got up too fast. Or, it happens sometimes, but I shake it off. But let me be clear, dizziness is not normal. It's a sign that something is off. Maybe you're dehydrated. Maybe it's a side effect of a medication. Maybe your blood pressure drops too quickly, or your blood sugar is unstable. Whatever the cause, ignoring it is risky. Because when your brain isn't getting enough oxygen for even a second, your body reacts, and not in a good way. Think about it. What if that dizzy spell happens while you're walking down the stairs, or stepping out of the shower, or in the middle of the night when you get up to use the bathroom. You won't have time to grab onto something, and when your body doesn't have time to react, gravity wins. That's how falls happen. Fast, unexpected, and completely unforgiving. And here's the part most people don't think about. Dizziness leads to fear. The more it happens, the more hesitant you become. You start moving slower, feeling unsure of your steps. And before you know it, your confidence is gone. And once confidence fades, falls become even more likely. It's a cycle, and it gets worse if you don't do something about it. So let me ask you, has this happened to you recently? Have you ever stood up and felt like your head wasn't keeping up with your body? Don't ignore it. This is your body's way of telling you something is wrong. Check your hydration. Talk to your doctor. Look at your medications, but most importantly, take it seriously. Because that one dizzy moment could be the difference between staying on your feet or hitting the ground hard. Sign number 5. Your feet feel numb or weak. Can you feel the floor under your feet properly? Or do your feet ever feel numb, weak, or tingly, like they're not completely connected to the ground? Maybe you've noticed a strange sensation, like your socks are bunched up when they're not. Or maybe your feet feel dull, like you're walking on cushions instead of solid ground. If that sounds familiar, pay attention, because this is a major warning sign. Your feet are your foundation. Every single step you take relies on them sending signals to your brain, letting you know exactly where you are. But when your feet start losing feeling because of nerve damage, diabetes, circulation issues, or other health problems, your brain stops getting those signals. And when your brain doesn't get the right information, your balance starts to fail. That's when small stumbles happen. That's when a simple change in flooring, stepping from carpet to tile or onto a rug, can catch you off guard. And that's when a fall becomes not just possible, but likely. Now, here's the part most people don't realize. This doesn't happen all at once. You don't just wake up one day unable to feel your feet. It starts gradually. Maybe you trip more often. Maybe your foot drags just slightly when you walk, but you shake it off. Maybe you hesitate before stepping off a curb. These little moments add up. And one day, when you least expect it, you don't catch yourself in time. And let me ask you, have you ever felt your foot not land the way you expected? That split second where you realize something is off? That's your body warning you. Because if your foot doesn't lift properly, all it takes is one uneven surface, one misplaced step, one wrong movement, and you're on the ground. So here's what I want you to do. Check in with your feet. Do they feel different than they used to? Do you struggle to sense textures, like carpet, tile, or grass? Do you feel like your steps aren't as strong as they used to be? Don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor, work on improving circulation, and most importantly, stay aware. Because if you don't trust your feet, your body won't either, and that's when falls happen. Sign number 6, you walk slower or take smaller steps. If you notice yourself walking slower or taking smaller steps, that's not just a change in pace, it's a warning sign. Maybe you're not even aware of it, but pay attention the next time you walk. Are your steps shorter? Are your feet shuffling a little more than they used to? Do you hesitate before stepping forward? If so, this isn't just about moving slower, it's about your body adjusting to a loss of balance and confidence. Here's the thing, your body doesn't slow down for no reason. When your steps get smaller, it's often because your brain doesn't fully trust your balance anymore. It's an automatic way of trying to stay steady. But here's the part most people don't realize. Shorter steps actually make you more likely to fall. Why? Because when you take smaller steps, your feet don't clear the ground as well. Your shoes might catch on the floor, a rug, or even just an uneven surface. And when your steps are shorter, your reaction time is slower. That means if you trip, your body doesn't have enough momentum to recover. You're already too off balance, And let me ask you, have you ever shuffled your feet on a slick floor and felt like you almost lost control? That's exactly what I'm talking about. The slower you go, the less stable you actually become. Walking with small, careful steps might feel safer, but in reality, it makes you more vulnerable. So here's what I want you to do. The next time you walk, notice your pace. Are you lifting your feet properly, or are you sliding them across the floor? Are you walking with confidence, or are you hesitating before each step? If you find yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. That's your body warning you. Work on strengthening your legs, improving your balance, and focusing on walking with purpose. Because staying steady isn't just about speed, it's about keeping control with every step. Sign number 7. You're taking medications that affect balance. Did you know that the very medications meant to help you could actually be putting you at risk of falling? If you take pills for high blood pressure, sleep, anxiety, depression, or even pain relief, they might be affecting your balance, coordination, and reaction time, and you may not even realize it. Think about it. Have you ever felt a little off after taking your medication? Maybe a bit lightheaded when you stand up? Maybe a little slower, a little foggy, or just not as steady on your feet? That's not just a random feeling. That's a direct effect of your medication. Some prescriptions lower your blood pressure too much, making you dizzy. Others relax your muscles or slow your nervous system, causing sluggish movements and delayed reflexes. And when your body can't react quickly enough to catch itself, that's when a simple misstep can turn into a serious fall. And here's the thing, most people never connect their medication to their balance issues. They think, oh, I just stood up too fast, or I must be tired today. But if this keeps happening, if you've been feeling off balance more than usual, it's time to ask the real question. Could it be your medication? And let me ask you, when was the last time you reviewed your prescriptions with your doctor? If it's been a while, now is the time. Tell them if you've been feeling unsteady. There may be adjustments they can make, changing the dose, switching the medication, or giving you a safer alternative. But you'll never know if you don't ask. So here's what I want you to do. Pay attention to how you feel after taking your medication. If you feel dizzy, sluggish, or a little off, don't ignore it. That's your body trying to tell you something. And when it comes to preventing falls, listening to those signals could make all the difference. Sign number 8. You avoid certain activities because you're afraid of falling. Here's the big one. Are you avoiding things you used to do because you're afraid of falling? Maybe you used to take the stairs without thinking twice, but now you look for an elevator. Maybe stepping off a curb makes you hesitate, or you avoid walking on uneven ground altogether. If fear is already holding you back, your risk of falling isn't just high, it's already affecting your life. And let me tell you, this fear doesn't come out of nowhere. Something triggered it. Maybe you had a near fall that shook your confidence. Maybe you feel weaker than you used to. Maybe you don't trust your balance anymore, and deep down, you know that one wrong step could send you down hard. That fear is real, and it's your body's way of telling you something needs to change. But here's the part you need to understand. Avoiding movement doesn't make you safer. In fact, it makes things worse. The less you move, the weaker your muscles get, the stiffer your joints become, and the more unstable your balance gets. And over time, that hesitation turns into a habit. You move less, you do less, and before you know it, you've lost even more strength, which makes falling even more likely. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what have you stopped doing because of fear? Have you changed the way you move? Do you hesitate before stepping forward? If the answer is yes, don't ignore it. That fear is your wake-up call. But here's the good news. You don't have to live in fear. You can rebuild your confidence. You can strengthen your legs, improve your balance, and regain control of your movements. It starts with taking action, before a fall takes the choice away from you. Want to check your balance right now? Try this. 1. Stand up straight and lift one foot off the ground. 2. Try to hold it for 10 seconds. If you struggle to stay steady or need to grab onto something, your balance isn't as strong as it should be. The good news, you can improve it. Now that you know the 8 warning signs, I want you to do one thing. Pay attention to how you move this week. If you noticed any of these signs in yourself, don't ignore them. Talk to your doctor, work on your balance, and take steps to make your home safer. And if you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more simple ways to stay healthy and independent. Your health is in your hands, and it's never too late to make a change.